So here's one advantage of the overhead valve, is that those springs and valves themselves can be removed separately and easily on the head because they're on that big head. On the flathead, you actually have to remove the whole springs in order to remove the camshaft. I'm going to show you how easy it is to remove the camshaft in this engine. So all I do is find a good spot to put the pry bar. Just using just that, and in this case, this here over here is the best position because it's straight. And there's a cam there. Very careful not to scratch the thing. There you go. It's out. Gently, I'm going to move it out really gently. Don't get anything scratched. All the valves are down, by the way, so because I turned the engine upside down. So. These bearings, they decrease in diameter towards the back. So I didn't even have to remove the there's a freeze plug at the end there. I didn't want to have to remove it, so as you can see, the camshaft is in pristine condition. So that's how easy it is to remove it. Well, the only other thing that I can say is for some reason, I guess the oil passage goes through the camshaft first, is that I don't think the camshaft ever gets damaged, even if you run the engine on low oil. Obviously with no oil, but I think it will seize, the engine will seize before any damage is done to the camshaft itself. These bearings look like they're brand new. So there it is. The manual actually says, the manual from the DeSoto, the 1947 DeSoto, it says it's rare, the occasions where you'll have to replace camshaft bearing. It's really rare, so